Gerontology is an emerging branch and it deals with the study of aging and aims for improving the quality of life. According to Bhatia, aging causes biological, psychological, and socio-cultural changes. Chronologically, biologically, psychologically, and socially, aging can happen. Chronologically, it is stated that behavior and expectations of a person is related to his age. According to Indian philosophy, a human being have different periods of in his life. Balyam, Kaumaram, Garhasthyam, Vanaprastham, and Sannyasam. And each period is demarcated with certain duties. Secondly, biological changes happens. Vital organs like heart, lungs, kidney, liver, or brain, and many other organs which was functioning from birth to death and may reduce its capacity to function normally. Psychologically also, the memory is composed of retaining and the capacity may reduce. Learning and intelligence also affected due to the age. And sensory and perceptual also decline. And fourthly, in the social area, roles and relationship may change. The role of the head of the family, role as a office or work. Consequently, the relationship also would change. Tyagi has reported that there are 4 criteria for aging. Aging is universal, it is continuous, and it is intrinsic, and it is degenerative. According to Butler, who defined ageism as a combination of many elements like below. 1. The prejudicial attitude towards older persons, old age, and the aging process. Discriminatory practices against older people and institutional practices that perpetuate stereotypes about elderly. Gerontology as a branch of study is studying the physical, mental, and social changes in people as they age. Gerontology is investigating the aging process itself. Gerontology is investigating the interface of normal aging and age-related diseases. Gerontology is investigating the effect of our aging population in our society, including the fiscal effects like pension, entitlements, life and health insurance, and retirement planning. Gerontology also involves applying the knowledge acquired out of the scientific study to the policies and programs which may be implemented by the government. The branches of gerontology are biogerontology, studies about the biological process of aging; biomedical gerontology, this is about the study of life extension; medical gerontology, it is study of biological causes and effects of aging. Social gerontologists are responsible for educating, researching, and advancing the broader causes of aging in older adults by giving informative presentations, publishing books and articles that concerns the aging population, producing relevant films and television programs, and producing new graduates in universities. So during old age, there are many situations requiring adjustments. First of all, upon completion of the parenting role, the situation may change and he had to adjust with the new role. And the changing of those persons surrounding him, often it may be negative and stereotypic attitudes. Thirdly, the loss of work role and acceptance of the retirement role. Fourth, major reorganization of one's life and time following retirement. Here, there is a chance that the place of residence of the senior citizen may be shifted to his native place or to a different place where he was working, and that causes many reorganizations. Fifthly, a new definition of self, which is not tied to career and parenting responsibilities. It is to be identified or sought by the senior citizen himself. Sixthly, search for a new identity, meaning, and value in one's life so that he can have a happy and blissful aging period. Loss of health and restricted mobility may happen to many persons if the health condition deteriorates, and the need for special living arrangement. If the senior citizen is living with his children and in-laws and grandchildren, the place of sleeping, living, may subject to some kind of arrangements in consultation with the other members of his family. In case the death of a spouse happens, it will create a vacuum, loneliness, and a lack of emotional support. Finally, the disability and the recognition of one's own impending death. As the age increases, the senior citizen have to realize that the impending death of himself. Now let us see a study conducted on 160 plus women in a village in Haryana. It was found that 3/4 of the aged women were enjoying a position of importance compared to other females in their families, whereas 1/4 did not report any such privilege. Major problems faced by the respondents were economic 25, psychological 24, social 22, health problems 22. Other findings were that of the respondents with economic problems, 58% belongs to scheduled caste, followed by backward caste and upper caste 7. Of the respondents who experienced psychological problems, 27% belongs to upper caste, whereas only 16% belongs to scheduled caste and 14% belongs to backward classes. Here we can infer that higher caste people are experiencing psychological, whereas the lower caste people are suffering from economic problems. Now we have to undertake serious study, scientific study on the aging population. We focus the attention towards some of the areas like the detrimental effect of abusive behavior on the elderly. It is a major concern. Legal safeguards for Government of India had enacted a legislation and appointed persons as maintenance officers, maintenance tribunal and appellate tribunal, special police and nodal officers in each police station. These are all meant for the legal safeguards of the elder people. Various government schemes are present for older persons, Ayushman Bharat, pension schemes. These are all for the social security of the senior citizens and for their economic independence. It needs to be popularized. And the intervention of non-governmental organizations in providing assistance as well as influencing the government in policy making is also an important area. So, a scientific study on aging population may improve the quality of life. It may influence the policy makers and also the legislators make necessary amendments to the existing laws. Policy, legislations and schemes are to be made out of the findings of scientific study by social gerontologists. Thank you.